What it do, y'all? G-Rose, Roosevelt for Prez. This is the Crypto Hour. Of course, I want to thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. It definitely helps the channel to continue to grow. And I also want to shout out all the future millionaires out there. Right now, we definitely got to thug out this bear market. So I'm going to go through some things that are helping me and also how you can learn from my 2017 mistakes, all right? So unless you've been under a rock, fam, you know the market is pretty bloody right now. So today, the global crypto market cap is just over 1.5 trillion, which is down just about 12% as far as 24 hours. So it's pretty crazy right now, but believe me, I've seen worse. So being that I, survived through one 4-year cycle, 2017 to 2021, in 2018, the market crashed, as a lot of you may know. And I just wanted to give you guys some tips and tricks, things that you can do better than I did, that I really had to learn the hard way, okay? We'll get into that, but let's just start here first, all right? History shows us that bear markets shake out the weak, all right? And so first you have to understand what you're really doing this for, right? Did somebody tell you about crypto and you're like, hey, you know what? This looks like I can get rich. So-and-so got rich. Let me put, $1,000, $2,000 in this, see where this goes, right? Did you ape in? Did you do any research? Those are all things that you want to know, because if you're investing just to make a quick dollar, crypto is extremely volatile. You might get shaken out, fam. Now, I'm going to keep it real. Most inexperienced investors FOMO in because of hype. And I'm no exception to this, right? I'll tell my 2017 story about how I got into crypto. But the reality is, once something starts to get momentum, a lot of people start talking about it, right? Let's say, for instance, Dogecoin. Everybody's talking Doge. And then people start aping in, trying to ride that wave up. However, you have people that got in Doge when it was, say, the price of Safemoon now, they end up selling off, right? But in Doge's case, the energy kept going all the way to, say, 73 cents, 74 cents, right around there. And it made a lot of millionaires. But what I'm saying is that, how do you feel if you rode the hype, got in Dogecoin about 40 cents, 50 cents, and now you're sitting at 13 cents. Now, if you truly believe in Dogecoin, that's different. You're like, hey, I'm going to ride this thing out. But I don't want to pick on Dogecoin, because that's just an example of people FOMOing in because of strong energy behind a project and momentum. Also, what I think is interesting about that, let's say somebody did get in a project at 50 cents. It's now 12, 13 cents. I think these bear markets are a golden opportunity to actually average down. You can come in when it's a bear market, and while you're thinking, hey, I'm missing out on all this money, I lost all this money, why would I buy more of this? Well, again, you'll be able to get your overall average down, and then you're going to be able to ride some gains on the way back up. But with that being said, of course, patience is going to be a virtue, right? And that's why it's important to really invest in projects that you truly believe in, y'all. Like, seriously. I mean, I know there's a whole degen, ape generation out there. We just ape in and but if you don't truly believe in these projects and you're just looking at dollars and cents, it's going to be harder to ride out these bear markets, right? Because you got in solely because you thought the price was going to continue to go long, right? Now, if you invest in projects that you truly, truly believe in, you might love the tech, the team, etc., you will be more likely to withstand volatility, bear markets, right? Because it's not always good in crypto, right? It isn't, and I can tell you firsthand, if you believe in a project because of the team, the tech, it solves a problem, then when the bear market is over and these bull runs start happening again, that project will likely be around. And take metal coin as a prime example in my case. Another thing, you guys, I think that's really important is to understand why the market is down, right? So that you can just have more overall awareness. You don't think that you personally made terrible decisions as far as your pickings, right? You don't take it personal if like Algorand is down or Safemoon is down or whatever project, Cosmos, Harmony, it doesn't matter. You're not going to take it personal if you know a bit of what's going on just in markets in general, right? So we can look at the NASDAQ 100, which is comprised largely of tech stocks, and it's taking a beating, y'all. The Dow Jones, the S&P 500, they're all taking a beating right now. But the reason why I say the NASDAQ is because the NASDAQ has more tech stocks. And when you look at the tech stocks taking a beating, you can definitely see the correlation between tech stocks and Bitcoin, as Bitcoin is a tech right now. It's not a stock on the NASDAQ, but it is a technology, and there is a correlation between the two worlds. We all know that when Bitcoin is down, generally the overall crypto market is going to be down as well. So I always like to say, hey, even if you're not into the stock market, you're not an investor like I am, you could still, keep your eye on Market Watch, be in the know as far as what's going on in traditional markets. Not just that, being in the know in when it comes to regulation, certain laws that are looking to be passed or even just being discussed, taxes, interest rates. All of that is going to matter because the more conscious and aware you are, the more woke you can be, and you're less likely to get shaken out of the bear market, feel me? So I'll tell you guys my story, and then you could kind of make out how you can learn from it, all right? You guys might have heard I started investing in Bitcoin, Ethereum back in 2017, right? Bitcoin's about 10,000, 12,000 when I was really getting in, right? The energy started booming a lot. Ethereum is what really led me to pull the trigger on investing. I read about Ethereum and was like, oh, okay, this makes sense. All right. I get in, of course, Coinbase only has Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Litecoin. They give you this, promo of like, oh, we give you $10 if you, refer somebody and they add $100. So I'm referring everybody at this point. I become like the Bitcoin guy at this point, 2017, yeah. And I get everybody in that I could think of, so much to where, people are trying to get in and Binance was backed up. You probably remember this. They just had too many people trying to sign up and you were like backdated for like a month. I'm getting in everything, you guys. Like I'm in like super low in Cardano, basic attention token, Tron, you name it. I mean, the whole ICO boom, like I was really in on these ICOs, right? Even with the whole BitConnect, if you're a 2017 OG, you remember BitConnect. And I'm looking at these returns and these APYs, and I'm like, yo, I'm going in. I even opened my nephew. Shout out Eli. What's up, homie? I even opened him a BitConnect account. And I'm like, yo, it's about to be on. We winning. Let's go. Meanwhile, the news media is spinning a narrative, right? And they're instantly comparing the 2017 bull run to the .com boom and bust, right? So they're just waiting on it to bust, right? They're like full on like mini documentaries about tulip mania and how Bitcoin is tulip mania and all of a sudden it's going to go to zero. And, I was like, nah, this is my 5-year plan. I'm not even tripping. I'm really like deep in the tech. I had even actually started trying to put together like my YouTube channel there. I was just too whack. Like personally, I just smoked too much weed back then. It just wasn't happening. But anyways, December comes, Bitcoin's hitting an all-time high. And, it's about to be 2018. I'm like, yeah, we finna be rich. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to be like a Bitcoin millionaire in the rap game. And I'm like really excited about it, right? All of a sudden, January rolls around and prices start falling. Like, what's going on? BitConnect scandal. Everybody starts going down on BitConnect. I guess the Bitcoin futures contracts had ended. All these things at the same time. Bitcoin starts plummeting, y'all. Whoo! And that shook everything up. A lot of things went tumbling. A lot of my investments, people were calling me, yo, I knew I shouldn't have invested in this. Yo, I thought, what happened to the crypto? Yada. And what happened with me personally is I just fell for the news media narrative. I started thinking, hey, maybe the bubble did just burst. You know what I'm saying? And so what ended up happening is I had a guy named David, shout out David. He was always trying to convince me to get into stocks. Even when I was heavily into crypto in 2017, I would be telling him about crypto. He'd be telling me about stocks. And once the crash happened, I started taking money, not from the crypto market, but my money in focusing on stocks, right? So I had a whole dividend stock strategy, which I still have to this day. And also I got into like weed stocks, like having a need for this speculative, high risk, high reward investor strategy that I had in crypto. I took that into weed stocks as well. So I started getting into like Aurora, Tilray, Kronos, and the list goes on, right? MedMen. But I say that to say I completely went into equities markets and wasn't really focused on crypto markets like that. Now, I'll be honest, like when I would shower and like, work out and stuff, I would still be playing like, different Bitcoin, like, documentaries or listening to like MSNBC and things like that. But I wasn't really like on it for real. I wasn't dialed in the same way that I was. And that's because, the prices, every time I would look at CoinMarketCap or look at my wallets, the prices were always the same or lower. So eventually I just, got into stocks and stopped minding my crypto business. Now I did get into like a few things while the market was super low, like Metal Coin, which I was getting in at like 29 cents. Now that has since 10x'd. But there's a lesson to be learned here because, sometime in 2021, early on, something told me just, you really love crypto. It wasn't just about like the money with crypto. It was really about being on the cutting edge of technology. And so it wasn't just about the money. And I always wanted to just go back to it. I started checking CoinMarketCap a little more, trying to find my private keys so I can get back into some of these wallets I had. And had I just thugged it out, right, and kept my eye on the prize, let's say when I was starting that YouTube channel back in 2017, 2018, and I was doing what I was doing now, adding to my positions, these, 1-2 cent Cardanos, the basic attention tokens, your Trons, your EOS, your Neos. And while these prices were like liquidation prices, clearance prices, if I would have kept adding to them, staying steadfast, I would be a multimillionaire right now, not on the way to being one. But if you're going to be better than me, that means you're going to be learning from my mistakes. And my mistake and my regret is that when the market crashed in 2018, I took my eye off the prize and let off the gas. Other than that, y'all, I'm gonna get up out of here, man. I got some running around to do. I did want to holler at all the future millionaires, though. Appreciate y'all. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Enjoy your weekend. G Rose, Roosevelt for Prez. This is the Crypto Hour. Peace.